Alright, so once again we are inside the car in VR. As you can see, a very fancy one, all leather interior. This one is a French-made BugattiVeyron 2013. So, the one thing that I've definitely noticed about this car, I have racing soft tires on it. And the cornering with this car is a little bit underwhelming. All it wants to do is slide. It's this is the second course I've actually tried to run this car on with, again, the upgraded tires and all that. This thing it has less than 1,000 horsepower in it, but for some reason it just does not want to turn. So this car was, boy, this is rough. This car was an invite car, so went through the roulette ticket system, and I got an invite to be able to buy a Bugatti. $1 million Bugatti. This car right here that we were in. And as you can see, there's, it's a little bit of old, a little bit of new. You got a little bit of a digital system over on the right-hand side over there where you can do fine-tuning a music choice, or they have a little bit of a temperature, trying to get this thing to go around the corner without sliding. And then we have like analog, but it's all digital on the right hand side, all analog on the left hand side over here with the needles moving. So we got chrome and leather interior, of course. Again, it is a Bugatti, so you have that very fancy feel going on the inside of this. It just will not turn. So the way I am trying to drive this, the way I'm attempting to drive it is, of course, brake into corner and then accelerate out. It seems to be that this car is probably way more of a straightaway car. Like on the straightaways, this thing moves and grooves, but when it goes to corner, there is no cornering with it. Maybe it has something to do with the car's weight. I don't know. This is a simulation game after all. The brakes have been on that whole time. The car just does not register the grip on the road. A very interesting feel on this car, because this is the first time where I really feel like one of these cars has been majorly on ice, even with upgraded tires on it. There we go. I got a little bit of grip there. Maybe that's what it is. I can only push the I can only push the accelerator down halfway. Again, I just don't trust the car, so we're going to try and brake way back here. We get around this one. There we go. That might just be the secret to it. You have to really feather the gas pedal. So decent amount of clearance of where you can see. We have good mirrors all the way around. The one thing though that I definitely noticed with all of these like kind of exotic cars, they feel like you're in a box. They really do, and I'm not going to be able to turn. I have to just bounce off the wall. It really feels like you're in a box, like you're rubbing shoulders with the door over here. It's definitely got that closed-in feel. Especially in VR like this, where, man, it just, for some reason, I know there's probably going to be a ton of comments being like, you're racing it wrong, or you have to upgrade the parts. The point of the video is to check out a car stock-wise, and not punch it fully out, but just check it out in VR, see what the car can drive like stock, and then we would go from there. And then if you see a car that's driving really well stock, you can go from there and customize it the way that you want it to be. Trying to keep us at least in top 10. Alright. So again, this is a French-made car, so we are out in the French Alps, sort of. We were out here in this French countryside anyways. It's kind of funny, half the racetrack is just brakes on the assist, on the braking assist. Man, it just, this car. I'm really trying everything I can to get it to down the straightaway. Let's see how quickly we can get this thing up to speed. 150, 180 roughly. Again, the acceleration, speed factor is good in this car. It's just that cornering. So basically, if you have a track that has a lot of straightaways in it, probably good there, but alright, let's see. Oh, yep. The Ferrari just gonna slap on its brakes right in front of me here. Somehow I landed in top 5. So to me, that's telling me, and I'm not even trying to be pushing this thing, I'm just trying to get it around the track. To me, that's telling me that this has actually a decent amount of speed to it. I have noticed I am hitting 180 pretty quick in this down the straightaways. Alright. Top 3. Aventuro. Turdo? Tado. Tador. Tador. Yeah, I don't do a lot of exotics on the channel just because it's not really my thing of exotic rides. I'm way more of a big fan of like classic cars and muscle cars and such. But again, I got an invite for this one, so I was like, you know what? Let's try and invite buyers only exotic. I think it was off of a 4-star roulette ticket is where I got this from. I think it was. I was trying to, there was another car in the Legends garage. I was trying to, it was a $20 million, one of the $20 million rides. I'll have to wait until next time to do a video on that one. I literally, as soon as I got the cash, the car was gone. I was like, oh. Probably missed it by like a minute. It's unfortunate that we end up having that type of situation in the Legendary garage. But the good thing is I had the cash enough to buy all the brand new updated rides, which also will be on the channel. The brand new updates that just dropped 3 new cars in the Gran Turismo 7. Check those all out in VR also. Trying anything to slow down here. There we go. I'm gonna have to slow down to get around this corner, and then still not gonna let me do it. Man, if I could do do just a few more upgrades just to get this thing to grip the road more, I could probably make this into a pretty solid racer, but again, you're definitely gonna have to pick and choose the tracks that you run this car on. Seems like we're sitting very low to the ground also, and then very boxed in. Again, that's the reason why, I mean, this is just not my favorites are exotics. But I will definitely check them out. I'm hitting the handbrake and I still can't get the car to spin. I would almost wonder if there is something maybe glitched with this ride, because this is the most like on ice I've ever felt in a car. It's probably just the setup of the car though. Alright, second place finish, the BugattiVeyron. Take it as you will. Maybe there's a way better setup for this car. Once you put all the parts in it, you can get the car running very good. For right now, just stock with just sports tires on, or racing softs. Yeah,